This is the Pennsylvania Report with State Senator John Yudichak. The Pennsylvania Report, a look at your state government working for the future of Luzerne and Carbon counties. Thanks for joining us. We're talking with Senator Yudichak about all of the development that's going down in Hazelton and downtown and the surrounding areas. And we are at the Dragonfly Cafe in downtown Hazelton. We'd like to thank Peg Bono for allowing us to come in and take a little corner of her cafe to talk about this. We are with Mary Malone, who is the president of the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce, and Krista Schneider, who is executive director of the Downtown Hazelton Alliance for Progress. And they have some interesting things to talk about as far as development projects in downtown Hazelton. But Senator, one of the big things that's happening right now is that Hazelton is being awarded a Main Street designation. What does that mean?
The Main Street is a designation by the Department of Community and Economic Development. And Hazelton is the only community in Luzerne County that has received this designation. You have to do a lot of planning. The Hazelton Alliance did a strategic plan. You're rewarded if you do a good plan by now being in the Main Street program, which means you have greater access to grants, whether it's facade improvement. You're also, businesses like this great cafe would be eligible for tax credits to improve their businesses. So it's a very important designation. A lot of hard work went in it. The Chamber and the Downtown Alliance, very exciting times on Broad Street. Broad Street, the entire corridor has just been redone, a new streetscape. So we have new lighting, some new great things on Broad Street, which is, of course, Hazelton's Main Street.
Mary, we have been here for a few hours. It is a rainy day outside, but there's still a lot of activity downtown Hazelton. Downtown seems to be really going strong at this point.
You really are at a hub of our community. And the great piece about it, as the Senator just mentioned, the Main Street, again, is with businesses, but also is the heartbeat of the center of this community where business people, educators, this is their neighborhood coffee house where they're coming in to talk in partnership. And I think at the Chamber, we strongly feel our mission is both for business development and also for that life portion, that quality of life, that the play and live portion to it. So we welcome you to Hazelton and hope you enjoy the rest of your day here.
Thanks. We were talking to some of the people at the cafe earlier, and they said that there's a good vibe going on in downtown with the people that come in here. There's a lot of activity going on, a lot of excitement going on as well.
There is. The Dragonfly is a great example in one of the programs that the Chamber and the Downtown Hazelton Alliance partner in, First Fridays. They've had open mic nights here. There's art on the wall from local artists. So again, that partnering aspect of different community organizations and group. It's, today it's art. Your table is here in the back of the Dragonfly, but it's not unusual to see a Rotary organization holding a committee meeting here or a group of students with their laptops open from one of our two businesses, our colleges, community colleges that are actually located here in the greater Hazelton area as well. So,
Krista, there's a lot of programs that you would like to talk about that are underway to make Hazelton even better. What are some of those programs?
Well, there's a few development projects that we have that are ongoing thanks to, in part, with state funding that was made possible through the Department of Community and Economic Development. The Art Center project is one that's really special. We were able to purchase a 1909 bank building just down the block last year and are working with a design team, group of architects right now to renovate the building as a new city art center, partnering with our local art league, which would run the programs. And right next to it is a brand new city park. Phase 1 was just completed. And we're looking forward to, working on phase 2 as soon as some funding becomes available. It's going to be the new heart of the downtown. We've never had any public or a civic space, open space. So this will be a place for, the farmers market, cultural events, outdoor performances, gatherings, and that sort of thing.
That goes back a little bit to what Mary was talking about earlier, and that is quality of life. You not only want businesses to flourish here, but you want people to come and feel comfortable.
Right. I mean, we feel that these projects, like the Senator talked about this morning with infrastructure, utilities and roads, we feel this is the cultural infrastructure, the public infrastructure that's needed to draw people downtown to make it that vibrant, place where people, young entrepreneurs, businesses want to relocate. And so we're trying to build that infrastructure.
Senator, we've talked many times about how government doesn't create jobs, but it creates the atmosphere to make jobs available. Is that the case here?
Yeah, I keep using the term public-private partnership. That's exactly what's going on here in Hazelton. The exciting thing, over $4 million just in the last few years have been invested in not only preserving our historic infrastructure. Christy mentioned a lot of this is turn-of-the-century infrastructure. It's architecture. It's beautiful. Unfortunately, the business is closed. The jobs left. We are restoring that glory, that grandeur, investing in creating jobs, creating new Class A office space, the world headquarters of DBI, an international company, coming to Broad Street. That says so much about the great work that's being done and that very positive vibe that's being created, not only on our Main Street corner, but of course in our industrial corridor as well.
Just a couple of minutes left here. Mary and Krista, let's talk a little bit about the future. You're very optimistic about the future of downtown Hazelton and how it can help business and help the people who live here. Is that right?
Absolutely. We've seen there are, as the Senator mentioned, there are a lot of family businesses, long time. We've had motor transportation, Hazel Drugs right next door here to the Dragonfly Cafe, a pharmacy celebrating over 100 years as a chamber member of Greater Hazelton. So again, that repurposing or that expansion, kind of that revitalization, kind of in all different avenues. And I think that DHAB's strategic plan not only helped the chamber, the city of Hazelton, but the Greater Hazelton area in focusing some of that energy.
And Krista, there are programs on the books ready to go that will take this even further.
Well, the tax credit programs that the Senator mentioned that are now a lot of the businesses now within this downtown district are eligible for. We're hoping to really put a push on that so that that there's new investment, private investment coming in, to kind of help move things forward.
And Senator, what else can the state do to help move this forward besides just the Main Street designation?
It's partnership. It's collaboration. The State Department of Community and Economic Development working with the local nonprofit organizations, the business community. But I want to underscore one thing. I think Hazelton, a real special thing about Hazelton are the family businesses. Folks that have been invested for generations, for decades. And if you have strong family businesses, you're going to have a strong community. And the Chamber of Commerce and the Hazelton Alliance, that's exactly what fuels their mission. It's what fuels the success that we've had, the families that are investing and staying in Hazelton, creating businesses and creating opportunities for the next generation.
So we're talking about not only development of business, but we're talking about development of quality of life and making sure that Hazelton is a place where you can put down roots and stay for a while.
Absolutely. And I know, speak for Krista and I and our organizations, having a partner like the Senator who willingly and his team and staff are present for discussions as you start to build. It's not something that happens overnight, it happens over time and continual conversations, and we certainly appreciate that willingness from the Senator's side to work with us.
Okay, and it's a terrific place to leave it off. Thanks very much for being here today, and thanks for watching. If you'd like to get a hold of the Senator, all of his social media information is at the bottom of the screen, and coming up in a couple of seconds, we'll tell you how to get a hold of him at his district office. Thanks for watching.
People with disabilities may request a transcript of this program by calling area code 717-787-5166. The TTY number is 1-800 364 1581.